not the kind of person that can go to like I have friends who can go to like a really like loud and noisy club where like the music is blaring and people are just dancing, you couldn't say a word, and they'll just like make eye contact with someone and do some like magic voodoo and like everything's all great, and they will say their first words to each other after they leave the bar, after having shared a drink and like been dancing for a while. I can't do that. I'm not the type of person that can just like, I don't even know how to help you, but I need to be able to like talk with a person. So for example, when I was early on in high school, I regrettably used to smoke cigarettes, but it was a great way if you were at a bar and you saw a cute girl outside like smoking a cigarette, maybe like looking for a lighter, you could walk out there and all of a sudden like you're right behind you is a place where you can get alcohol, and right in front of you is total silence and empty street, and you have about 2.5 minutes to share a conversation with someone. That's the sort of situation where I shine, because I can make that open really quickly, I can be funny and witty and like immediately be sort of interesting, and then suggest we go inside where we don't have to talk for a bit, we can just drink and let humanity do the rest.
So maybe it's knowing like where your strengths are. So I'm trying to help like a friend like get with girls and stuff.
A friend.
So
I'm just messing with you, man.
Yeah, so like I tell them like you gotta like sort of know yourself first of all.
Yeah, know yourself, play your strengths, you know? Like, I'm not a very tall guy, but I go to the gym a good bit, you know? Like, I'm no good at this like body voodoo stuff, but I'm pretty good at talking to people. So, play to your strengths, whatever those are, like, sort of figure it out. I will say this, if you're tall, you can get away with an unbelievable amount. It's sort of ridiculous.
Well, I would go for some good.
I was just teasing. But like, for example, what are your friends' strengths in your opinion?
Oh, very like insightful, honest. He doesn't get in anyone's like face.
Laid back, you mean?
Yeah, it's like super laid back. I haven't really like dissected my friend.
Okay. Well, okay.
We'll do that first.
Based off of that, I mean, I would say shoot for somebody, like find some common ground somewhere. So for example, like I know Diogo really loves climbing. I bet you, when I went climbing with him, there were some real cute girls at the gym. If your friend likes to like climb or like has an activity where he goes out and like does things, if he's a pretty laid back person, then he's probably like a good person where if he even just like sits next to somebody on the subway, he can like comment on something and just be super chill about it. And it sounds like that's sort of a situation where like most girls might get like a little weirded out or like just sort of alarmed that somebody who they don't know is talking to them. But if you're really laid back and you're a very open, easy person to talk to, then that's something you should take advantage of.
Have you ever tried Bumble or Coffee Meets Bagel?
Yeah, so I've tried everything, like literally everything. I will say this, OkCupid is a really cool platform. It's actually probably one of my favorites. Unfortunately, ever since Tinder came out, it's like just lots of weird people. There are really not too many normal people on OkCupid. I don't know why, but I guess it's the thing is, if you want to use OkCupid, you have to fill out like a bajillion questionnaires, which is kind of cool because theoretically, like it matches you with someone really quickly who's like actually really compatible with you. The problem is that the like willingness of people to go through the threshold of actually filling out all of those questionnaires, the type of person who's willing to do that is not the type of person that I'm usually compatible with. So I've just found very poor success in that area. Bumble is, if you're looking for like, and Bumble doesn't work for me only because like, I travel a lot, I'm not looking for anything too serious. When I pop into a city, I don't have time to like wait for 24 hours for the girl to respond. It's a much more serious platform. They only give you like a very limited amount of matches, but the matches that you get tend to be much higher quality. So I've noticed like, especially in like San Francisco area or in like the New York area, the girls who use Bumble are usually like, they usually went to like a better school, usually a little bit more attractive, they're a little more serious, they're looking for like an actual date where you sit down, go to dinner, which is fine, and if that's what you're looking for, it's a great platform, but it's not what I'm looking for. Coffee Meets Bagel and all the other ones are relatively the same, just sort of crappier versions of Tinder. I would say that the only two that stand out in my mind are OkCupid and Bumble.
Have you tried Craigslist?
Yeah, this girl asked me to suck on her toe, it was really weird. No, I've never tried Craigslist. Nor will I, for that matter. I did actually on this campus, way back in the day, have some success with Frenzy, but that was like a one.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Still not updated. Still not updated for iPhone 6.
whoever made that app, I hope they're like, I don't know, like a Scala developer or something that like happened to stumble upon Objective-C, because that app is really poorly made. But
Is that the one that it's like be friends, hook up, or?
right, it's
Yeah.
That's terribly made.
It's really horrible. So the premise is actually pretty cool because it limits you to just your school, so it's like only for colleges, and it actually does have just a straight button there for a hookup next to date and be friends. I don't know why. That was another really weird thing. I kept getting matched with like all my buddies who like would be like, Marin Tudor wants to be friends with you. It's like, dude, like I should have a beer with you last weekend. Why do we need to be friends on Friendly? Like we're friends on Facebook and I have your number. This is just weird. But it was really nice because it skips like if all you're looking to do is hook up with somebody, there is that button there. So like it's gonna cut through a lot of BS. Unfortunately, the whole thing is really poorly maintained. It was like a hot thing for like a month.
Yeah, it shows you your matches again after you wait.
Oh, dude. So there used to be this. So you know how like Frenzy gives you suggestions of what to say to a girl. So I encountered this one bug. I actually knew the girl, so it worked out fine. But every message that I would send, it would disregard my message and just send one of their suggested messages instead.
Oh my god.
Which like I don't. It was 2 or 3 years ago, so I don't really remember exactly what the messages were. But I just remember by the third message just being like really frustrated, and I called my friend who I know who was really good friends with her, and I was like, hey, this is weird. I need this girl's number because I knew to explain to her that I am not the creepiest clown on the planet. Like.
Oh my god.
And I ended up going on a date with that girl. But yeah. Frenzy, worst made app.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Alright, yeah.
What's the best city that you found for Tinder?
Well, I can tell you the worst one unequivocally is San Francisco. San Francisco is god awful, especially for
Yep.
people in tech. Because the ratio of guys to girls is like
Same
vaguely
here.
similar to RPI.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, normally, for example, I am still working at Apple on Facebook only because it works really well for Tinder. If I go to New York City and it says Apple iOS engineer, whoo, that works. Then I get noticeably more matches, and their girls are noticeably interested, and it's something that they bring up like when I see them for the first time. Like I would say 6 to 8 times out of 10. So being in tech and like working at a cool company does great things for you in like New York City or anywhere else in San Francisco. And San Francisco, not only is the ratio bad, but you also have that working against you. Girls are sick of hearing about people in tech, especially sick of programmers, and have a predisposition for what you're actually like, regardless of whether that's you or not. So San Francisco is the worst. The best, I would say, I ejected the disk drive here. I would say probably New York. New York has like a lot of diversity, just tons and tons of people. Typically, the type of New Yorker is the type of person that I jive with really well. So that's where I do really well. The second place, and this is sort of niche that I would mention, is Boulder, Colorado. So Boulder is right next to CU Boulder, which has mostly girls and not guys, and everyone is super fit. Like people don't drink as much there. Most of them, if they do anything, they smoke weed, but most of them are into fitness. So like they'll go climb on the mountains, or they're super into snowboarding, or they'll go for a 5K every Saturday morning, which leads to a lot of fit, attractive, normal people. And there aren't a lot of like guys. So, oh, and you have like a ton of like really dumb freshmen who don't know anything. So it's just a really cool.
Whoa there.
Yeah, that was.
No, oh, come on. I'm talking like the type of person who's just like excited to get a match because in high school she had one boyfriend the whole time. Like, the bar for entry is just absurdly low.
Okay.
And the same goes the other way around, by the way.
Dumb freshman?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
No, it's totally true. I mean, you can witness the same thing here. All right, I think that's over that.
When are you out of town next, Rocco?
I'm leaving Saturday morning, and I'm giving an Arcos talk on Friday.
Oh, really?
On my Arcos project, which is Jim's and Max's Arcos project, which is Grove, a client for GitHub for iOS.
Did you guys just start that?
Yep.
No, Max and I started it like a year ago and stopped working on it. Now we're gonna finish it.
Hopefully.
We're gonna
We're
finish
gonna
it.
finish it.
That's how you don't understand the project.
I sound like I don't understand the project?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
So it's not a client for GitHub that works on iOS?
So it's not a full-featured code browser, file system browser.
I didn't say that, I said a GitHub
That's
client.
all part of the GitHub app.
Okay, bro.
Whoa.
You can look at GitHub on your phone and it doesn't suck.
There's more things than just looking at GitHub's logo.
Okay, Max, give a description.
A full-featured GitHub client with access to repositories, issues, comments, pull requests. Not only that, but your notifications, your stream, modifying your profile account settings, viewing all types of code files, managing, even maybe commenting on commits.
I don't even think that's 140 characters.
Multi-stack, mobile-first, JavaScript-based web application backed by VCs out of Qatar.
That's what you sound like. Not what I sound like.
Okay, okay.
Alright, just stand up now. Charlie, you gotta give me the eye when I forget to stand up now.
I'm not
We
sure.
probably have people on the call still.
Oh, oh, really? Yeah, sorry about that. I'll bring it up again. I didn't realize that we were doing it.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a lot of people on that.
Well,
Usually-
yeah, but I figured that they probably laughed when, I'm sorry, I figured that they were,
This
they
one.
laughed when
Yeah, Jim.
Are
Fucking-
are Haley and I and maybe